Wednesday, April 30th, 4:31 p.m. New York time. Welcome back, investors, to Winning Wall Street's Money. In 29 minutes, the futures markets will close. That means we're completing the monthly candle. And the stock market already closed 31 minutes ago. Now look at the currency market, specifically the Forex US dollar. That being said, I select that because it's the outstanding financial instrument in currencies for trading. It's got a tight spread, high liquidity, and it trades on a regular exchange called the futures market, specifically the CME Group futures market. You can trade it on the Forex market if you want. I prefer the futures market. The US dollar, being an index, has several major currencies in it. The largest weighted average is the euro. Again, gives it better liquidity. So we're going to top down. Monthly chart. And again, this is part 3 of this series of videos. The first one is exclusive to my Patreon members that are on tier level 2 and higher. For the month, huge green candle. It took out the high of last year and the high of 2023. Extreme bullish momentum trending to the upside. Euro. Higher it goes up, stronger for the euro, weaker for the dollar. That's just one pair. Again, this candle will be done in less than half an hour because the end of the month. We're looking here at the weekly chart. Yep. This is a key area. This red zone I have here was acting as a supply area resistance. Last week, we broke above it, forming that big wick, big tail on top and closing back inside that prior range. But right now, the middle of the week, we're still inside range for the weekly candle. Interesting. So again, I'm expecting either a retest up here of that midpoint of that red candle, a break below this yellow candle to go somewhere in the range of here. Label the body. Some key areas in that body, midpoint, potential target on the downside. And then again, this was impulse move up candle, which was a good setup. Daily chart. I mentioned prior day in my other video, I was looking for what became only yesterday as an inside candle, this yellow candle. I was expecting and hoping it was going to take out that green candle yesterday. It didn't do it. Nope, it closed inside. But what happened today was it broke below it. Still in this big consolidation here. I have an imbalance area down here. So looking here on the intraday chart, 4-hour candles. This is a big green zone I drew in. That's currently a demand zone. Buyers have been stepping there on the dip. Huge consolidation here too over those past weeks. And here too, which you can see it on the daily. I showed you how it looked. So this 4-hour candle, this big green candle that occurred Monday, big impulse move up. On the downside, I was looking for a target right here, that blue line. That occurred today. We broke below it and closed below it. We also have this big 4-hour candle, big wick there. Rejection. Huge retracement inside these other candle highs and fill a close there. Again, look at these two bodies. That red candle, small body, that green candle, small body. Distribution. Yeah, you had highs and lows, those big wicks where buyers and sellers were. Again, you had lower highs, lower lows, little bodies, distribution. Smart money was selling, giving clues that likely go down and test this. We did. We tested it and went even lower. Now we're going to have to see If this is going to hold, this demand zone, and see if we get a reversal off the 4-hour candle. If I'm looking to a swing trade, which I am, 1-hour chart. There's that. So look at that big green candle there. Big wick on the top, little tiny body distribution. Didn't even get a full test to that midpoint of that wick. Nope. Went right down here, tested that swing low overnight. And this is a key area. This green candle on the left, midpoint till, tested it and broke below it. 15-minute chart. This was the Asian session. Huge dump. Big panic selling there during the Asian session. We had a retracement from the Asian into London, which London made a higher high. And also the low of London was a higher low than the Asian session, but it didn't sustain there, nor did it retest there. Yep. And then we had all this coming into the pre-market. Again, broke the low of Asia. I mean, the low of London here. Went up, tested the midpoint of London. And what a fake out here and dump. So I want to show you on the 5-minute chart where I was day trading the euro. So I'm going to show you here. Remember that blue line, 4-hour low? I'm going to see that on the 5-minute chart. Here's the 5-minute chart. Remember that was a target on the downside I mentioned. So I loaded my 4-hour drawing on the 5-minute chart. So we see we broke below it right here today, between the 11 and 12 o'clock. So on a downward target, I was expecting that on the downside if I was trading bearish, which I was. Very nice. But it's on a 5-minute. Actually, let me load in the 15-minute chart first. 15-minute drawings on the 5-minute chart. So again, here's the Asian session, the green area, the purple, the London session. Here, this area in the middle, come 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 9:30. Remember that big area I labeled here. So we're going to cue in again the 4-hour charts so you can see 5 minutes. And we went down here. Look at this. We tested it, broke below it, went lower. Into, also the green zone I showed you on the 4 hours. So again, this 4-hour drawings on the 5-minute chart. Nice. So some buyers stepped in here as expected and went up. So again, for day trading, nice. Back down here near the closing. Again, we close in about 21 minutes. Futures market, finishing the month. And some buyers stepping in down here again. Well, show you the setup I liked on the 5-minute chart. Big red candle. Impulse move down selling. The bottom, this red candle, that big wick. Big red candle here. Green candle, top of that wick. Have a zone drawn off of it. Imbalance area. Yep. Bottom of that green candle, the high of that bottom of that red candle, high of that green candle, never touched. Big impulse move down. I'm looking for a retracement. And then we had that retracement up here. What a fake out. Bunch of new longs here. And these inside candles. And I went short just after that first yellow inside candle. Yes, I got in early going short. Again, using these, my first target was a swing low, but the swing low had a big wick. So I'm looking around the midpoint and look what it did, overlap that big red candle. So my first target was actually the low of that red candle. I'm going to show you it on the 1 minute. And look at that huge reversal. Big move up there. Some big event occurred right there. Go lower, lower, lower. Load in the 4-hour drawing. Again, big fake out here. Some algorithm went up there, popped up there. My stop was somewhere up around here. Yep. I think it was like a 20 ticks, 5 points wide. My stop. So close. And then to look at that big dump, panic selling, wait into that for impulse move, and trade gets closed. So some closed out here. Some closed out here. And then further down, the closing. Yep. So what I mean is here, as it went down here, closed on my trades, some of my positions. Not all of them. Close to almost getting stopped out. Thank goodness didn't happen. Stayed in. And it was pissed because, again, it was getting closer to 11 o'clock. Tired of trading. Stayed in. Went down. Took them out. Closed. And it went even lower. So left money on the table for these lower lows because I was thinking around this zone area, they're going to start picking up, buying close to it. And they did. So again, getting out of here, my last trades, big move down. Yeah, left a lot of money on the table. Wow, went further down. That being said, let me show you this on the 1 minute. This trade did take a few days. I kept on resetting it up. So we'll look at the 1 minute. Showing you that. Remember, I had the 5 minutes set up for that imbalance area here. And look, went up, huge consolidation. Dump right there. Some news event or something spiked all these up. And some of my trades got, no, actually here. So that was that area I was looking for, that low of that bottom of that one candle I showed you. So some of my shorts got closed around here. And then the rest, let's put this on the 4 hour. There we go. And the rest got closed out in this area. So it was a long day. Yeah, a long day. Jeez. So finishing it off here. Look, huge consolidation here. Oops. On the daily chart. These areas. So again, day trading is one thing. Fine using the higher time frames for some setups, but managing it well under the faster time frame, the 1 minute, 5 minute I like. Thank you as always, spending just a little time with me. Thank you for watching this video.